Hello learners, very good morning. This is your boss man Sagar.Utekar and currently you are watching day 5 of Linux C Final Boss series where we are going to discuss about essential Linux command which every DevOps and SRE engineer should know. We are going to keep it short and to the point and directly head on for the practical. So before jumping to the practical, let me show you the GitHub repository where we have all the nodes and exercises for this day 5. So if you are first timer, go to my GitHub repository, Sagar2366, and check out Linux the Final Boss GitHub repository, where I have put all the nodes and exercise which you can use to perform the challenges for the series as well as read these notes before going for the interview. Perfect. So now first jumping to the practical, let's understand why we are learning basic Linux command or why we should learn Linux command as a DevOps or SRE engineers. So as part of our day-to-day activities, we work with Linux systems a lot to run our Kubernetes cluster, to run our Jenkins servers, to run GitHub runners, or to run our applications. So it's very essential to understand how to navigate through Linux file system and troubleshoot issues with more precision and faster. You will also do a lot of automation scripting using Bash, writing Ansible playbooks, creating pipelines. There, all these Linux commands will come handy for you. That is the reason we are focusing on learning Linux command as a DevOps or SRE engineers. You can check this GitHub repository for all the commands which we are going to discuss today. I have put the notes, explanation, and at the end you will find mini hands-on lab including sample exercises which you can perform as part of this day. So let's start with the practical. The first category which we are going to check it out is navigation and system information. The commands which we are going to discuss in this category are pwd, ls, dd, who am I, date, shall, do name, and history. So quick information, pwd command provides us a working directory we are currently logged in. ls command gives a listing of files and the directories. cd command help us to change the directory some other directory or go to previous directory or home directory. Whoami command shows the current user, date and calendar as names are self-explanatory, gives the system date and calendar view. Uname command will show you the system information, kernel version, architecture. History command will show you the history of all the commands which you executed. So for the practical, I'll use the virtual machine from our previous chapters. And let's log in Linux final boss virtual machine and directly go to the terminal. This one more additional command which we will discuss is man. Okay, man command. So in Linux, there is a command called man which shows you the manual page of all the commands which are present. can just do a man and it is giving us information about man command. So it's an interface to the system reference manual, the manual pager for your Linux commands. For example, if I want to get the information about pwd command, I can simply do man pwd and see, giving me all the information which I should know of pwd command. Anytime while working as a DevOps engineer in any project, if you ever stuck with the command and you don't know what is the meaning of that command, then you can use manual pages. So yeah, pwd command. So pwd is printing name of current or working directory. Let's run this pwd. It's giving us a present working directory we are in. The next command is ls. So let's do man ls. Ls command lists the directory contents. If you want the list of files and the directories, then you can use ls command. List information about the files, sort entries alphabetically if you are not passing other options. You can use sorts hyphen sort option to sort the list of files and the directories. There are multiple other options, hyphen a if to um, get the list of files including hidden files. Then we have hyphen c to sort by change time, and then hyphen d to list directories themselves, not their contents. What else? We have multiple useful option, and ls is one of those commands which you will use very frequently. Hyphen h for human readable information of sizes. Yeah. And then what else? We have hyphen I option, which gives you the index number of each file. Okay. Hyphen R to reverse order while sorting. So if you want to reverse sort the list of files and directories, then hyphen R. If you want to print the allocated sizes of each file, then you can use hyphen S. So multiple options. Okay, so you can check this out. Let's try to run ls command, and it's giving us a list of directories. We do ls hyphen a, it's giving you some extra files starting with dot, some extra files and the directories. Dot cache is a hidden directory, dot profile is a hidden file, right? If we run the ls command simply without any option, without hyphen a specifically, then it gave us a list of directories without hidden files. If you want to check the hidden files list, you can use ls hyphen a command. You can also use ls hyphen al to get a long listing or more information about files such as the file permission, the file size, change time, the user, and the group for file. Okay, so this is another very important command which you should know. I'll do pwd and I'll okay. If let's say if I'm in this directory, home Linux the final boss, and I want to change my directory to downloads. I want to go from this directory to downloads. Then how I can do that? For that, you need to use cd command, change directory command, and specify the name of the directory where you want to change it. So cd downloads. Okay. Let's say I'm into downloads. Now I want to go to the /etc folder. I need to provide the correct path /etc. Okay. cd/etc. You can use ls command to check all the files and directory present in /etc, and that is how multiple different commands again and again. If you want to check who is the current user, you can use the who am I command. The current logged in user is who am I. Then use the date command to check the date of current system date and time. You can also use cal command. Okay, it's not install. You can use sudo apt install. Let's try to install it. Getting downloaded. That is why we learnt the package management in earlier chapters. So here you will see that how do I why did I use this apt command? Because I got an error, command cannot found but can be installed with this command, right? So I use the apt install in cal command to install calendar, and now I can run cal. By default, it's giving me the calendar for current month. Then the another important command is uname. Uname, you can the man uname get more information about this particular command. Uname is providing us or printing system information. Can use multiple different option -a to print all the information. If you want the kernel version, then you can use -s option. If you sorry, kernel name, then you can use -s option. To get a kernel version, -v option is there. Then we have -p to check processor, -m for machine, and -o for operating system. So let's try -o providing operating system, -a providing uname -a giving us all details about current system, uname -m giving us architecture of current system. So that is how you can use history command to check the history of all the commands which we executed just now as part of this terminal session. If you want to clear this terminal, then you can simply do run clear command. Let's say I want to go back to my home directory, then I can use cd tilde. It will go directly to the home directory. So tilde is for the home directory. Okay, perfect. Now the next category. I hope this part is clear to all of you. So the next category again is very easy, is your file and directory operations. So in this category, we are going to see commands like touch, then mkdir, cp, mv, rm, rmdir, okay, and maybe ln command as well. The touch command helps you to create empty file. This is very tricky, and a lot of interviewer ask this question: how to create empty file? You can mention that you can use touch command. How to create directory? So we can use mkdir command. If you want to create nested directory structure, there is an option called -p, which we will discuss. Mkdir -p is to create nested directories. cp is to copy files. Then we have mv command to rename or move files from one location to another. Then we can use rm command to delete files. rmdir command to remove empty directories, and ln command to create symbolic link. Let's head over to the practical. Uh, yeah, so man touch, and you will see the information about touch command. Change file timestamp it, and it also helps you to create empty file. A file argument that does not exist is created empty unless -c or -h is applied. Perfect. Let's try to use this command. search ABC or Linux the final boss, Linux final boss txt. If you do the ls to list the files, then you will see that the new file has been created. You can also do ls-l, take the date, creation date for this file, right? Linux 3 final was now got created. Then you can use mkdir command to create a new directory for making directories. Create the directory if they do not already exist. Okay, and there are multiple options as well available. mkdir, let's say I want to create folder name Linux, then I can do mkdir Linux, and let's do ls to list the files and directories. You'll see that there is new folder Linux got created, right? It was not earlier here. It got just now created with mkdir command. If you want to create the recursive folders, then you can use mkdir-p with the directory nested directories you want. Let's say I want to create C folder under B and the parent folder is A. You can do that. Let's try it out. Yes, so A directory got created. We can use the cd command to change the directory to A, and then ls from A folder. Then we can also use cd B, go inside a B, again cdc, go inside C. Let's say I am going back to home directory, and one option with ls is that you can do a ls no the entire absolute path, and it will list the files from that directory as well. So we don't have anything not listed, but you can use ls with any absolute directory as well. It doesn't have to be a current directory. Now, yeah, let's say I want to copy this directory A into the Linux folder, then I can use cp command, cp a Linux folder. Now, it gave us an error that cp-r not satisfied. So what is that -r option? Let's check that out with man cp. This is very useful command, man command. cp is for copying files and directories, and it comes with multiple options. One of the option which suggested us is that R. So for R, you can see that it's for copying directories recursively, right? Since we have multiple files and folders inside this A directory, we need to make sure we use -r option, cp-r A Linux. Okay? Now, if we change the directory to Linux, then we can see that A directory has been copied with all its contents. So you can do ls one L from here, and all the directories like B, and then inside B you will see E directory as well copied. Okay, so first it's A, then B. Okay, so that is how you need to use cp command to copy file or directories. Let me go back to my home directory, clear this terminal. Now, let's say I want to change the name of directory A, which is present in my Linux folder now, to something else like Linux um, final boss. Can I do that? Let's see. I ran this command mv. Mv is for renaming or moving files. Basically, we are changing the name of that folder or file. Let's try it out. Let's verify that. Let's go inside Linux folder and list the files present here. See, earlier it was A, and inside the final boss, you will see that there is B folder, and inside B, we have C folder as well. We are successfully able to change the name of the folder A to final boss using mv command. Let's say I want to delete file or directory. I can use rm command. Let me delete this rm linux final boss.txt file. Rm linux final boss. Yeah, yes. Now the file has been deleted because we executed rm with a file name. If you want to delete the folder, then you can use rm with the folder name. Let's say let's delete a folder, then rm a. It's a directory. So for that you need to use either rm-r command or rmdir command if it is empty. Let's try to execute the same command rm-r for the Linux folder and try to delete that. Okay. Yes. So both the folders and files which we created are deleted using rm command. Rm file name to delete file. You want to delete the folder, then you can use rm with -r option, and rmdir to remove empty directory. Similar information you will find from man page, remove files or directories. Okay. R for recursive. RM prompts the user whether to proceed or not. -f, again important option if you want to forcefully delete any files or directories, then you can use -f. And what is R for recursive, -d for remove empty directories. And so that's about the second category. Let's check the next category. Next category is viewing, view or inspect file contents. Okay, we are going to check out few commands like cat, then less or more, head, tail, wc command as part of this third category. So cat command prints the full file. Less command helps us to view the file contents. Then same for the more command, which we are going to check. Head and tail commands help you to get the first n lines of that file or last n lines for that file. You can use tail command to view the file contents again. Then WC is to count the lines, other words in that file. Very important commands actually. So let's directly jump for the practical. Do the man cat and see what is this command all about. So cat is nothing but concatenate files and print on the standard output. It prints the contents of your file. That is all. It have multiple options, but for us, cat is the standard command is important. So I'll create a file with some simple content, Linux the final boss dot txt, and try to put some text in this. Hello learners. welcome to day 5. So without opening this file, how to view the content? You can use the cat and the file name and it will show you the content of that file. Let's try the next command, man less. Okay, so less is a program similar to more, but which allows backward movement in the file as well as forward movement. Also, less does not move to read the entire input file before starting. So with large input files, it starts up faster than text editors like VI. Less uses uh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So let's try it out. Less Linux final boss txt. It's simply opening that file into interactive mode, and then if we had more content, then you can read that content as well. Now more, same like more. It's like a scroll. It provides you scrolling and paging options. So less is for the scroll. It provides you the scroll and searching pager, and more provides you the basic pager functionality for your reading contents of your file. The next command is head and tail. So head command you can use head the first few lines of your files. You can use head hyphen n command head the first line of the file. Okay. I can use tail hyphen n command with the number of files, number of lines which I want to share. Let's say tail hyphen n Linux final boss. So it is going to give me the last two lines from that file. Perfect. The next thing is WC. We can use WC with hyphen L to get the count of the lines. So the current file have 3 lines. You can also use WC with hyphen W option, get the count of words. Current file have 5 words present. Very important command which we'll use in coming assignments and shell scripting. Okay, next is your searching and finding category. So let's start with that. Searching and finding in the file. So how to search text in file. So for that, we are going to simply check two commands, grep and find. Grep allows you to search in a file with a pattern, and find command you can use to get a list of files or directories by different filters. Like if you want to search the file by its name, then you can use find command. If you want to get files which are bigger than 10 MB or modified in last 24 hours, then you can use find command. Let's say you want to search something inside a file, like a proper content, then you can use grep command. Okay, so grep is to search in a file. You can search without checking case sensitiveness of the words, and a lot of good options. So let's check that out directly to our virtual machine. We will use the Linux final boss txt file and try to search this file. So for that we can use find command, find in current directory with option hyphen name. So it will help us to find the files. You can use this filter find in the current directory and the name should end with .txt. Okay. sorry, star.txt. This is a glob pattern you need to use. It it is providing us the files present with a .txt extension. Okay, let's say you want to search the file with size more than 10 MB. Then you can use size filter as well. There is no file. Let's try to remove 10. Let's make it 1 MB. Fine, but these are the different options available with Find. You can check the manual page for Find. It helps us search for the files in a directory hierarchy. Multiple options. What are important options for us in file? Oh, it's a huge list actually. Well, options, yeah. Depth. The process it processes each directory's contents before directory itself, and then okay, what else? Yeah, these are good options like numeric argument n. So if you want to check the file by modified time or the inode numbers or size, user ID, you can use all these options. File by its access time, then change done, change time. Okay. Files which are empty can use hyphen empty option. Find the files by group name or group ID, inode numbers, modified time, find by name, find by path. Okay, permission. This is one of those important question if you want to search the files by its size or modified time or the permission or user or group, then this is the command you need to answer. Then regex also you can use by size. Okay, so you can also search the files by type if only if you want to search the directory kind of file directories with the pattern matching, then you can use hyphen type option. Okay, this very important command. The next thing is grep command. Let's check the manual page for grep. There are multiple different versions available. Grep, egrep, fgrep, rgrep as well. Grep searches for patterns in each file. Pattern is one or more patterns separated by new lines. You provide a pattern to find in the files present. You can use hyphen e to use regex, extended regex, or hyphen e to provide the patterns. Hyphen I to ignore the case, invert the match. Let's say you want to select non-matching lines, then you can use hyphen v or hyphen invert match. Multiple options. Okay, so simple thing we can try grep, and I want to search maybe hello in the file Linux the final boss. You can see that I have found this line hello learners. Just imagine we get a log file with 10,000 of line and we want to search the error logs from that. You can use the grep command in that case. You can also use grep hyphen I for case insensitive search on the file. Grep hyphen I, and let's say um, I'll update this file. Okay, make it. Okay, let me update this file again. Fine, fine. I think something is not working on this editor. We will use same command grep -I with search to search the hello in the Linux the final burst. This is kind of is insensitive. Um, if we do learners, learners, okay, with -I, then it is printing this. But if we do it without -I, can it show same line? Because the L here is capital and without I, it's matching the case as well. That is why we need to use -I option. Perfect. The next category, um, have commands. So rest of the commands are um, I have added just for information, but these are the commands which were important, like pwd to print the working directory, ls to listing your files and directories. Multiple options are there. cd to change the directory, mv. Then we have who am I, then uname, history, clear command, touch to create empty file, mkdir to create a new directory, cp to copy files and directories, mv to rename or move files, then rm to remove files or directories, right? Then cat, ls, lace, more, head, tail, wc. Then we just checked out grep and find command. Then we also have the locate command, so you can also use locate command for file name searching. Then somewhere in the example, while searching the text file, we use the glop pattern. So these are the glop patterns which every engineer should know. So star is for any string matching. Question is for matching single character. To try out these wildcard or glob patterns, this is not that informative or we don't use it frequently, but still I added just for additional information how to create shortcuts for any command. So you can use alias command or unalias command to remove that alias. And this is important command source bash rc. So reload config and command history. Yes, so history command we executed, which provides the entire history list. Let's say you want to run the command from the history, which is at entry 42, then you can use explanation mark 42. If you want to repeat the last command, then double exclamation mark. Uh, then multiple of these option. Let's say you want to compare or inspect utilities, then you can use the diff command to compare the file and get a difference of that files. These commands will discuss in the memory management, but just for information, du command will provide you the directory size summary and df command will provide you the file system usage. You should know the difference of both these commands. Okay, we use these commands very much. Okay, these are advanced command. we are going to discuss about AWK, then Kurt in detail in future chapters, but for information just I added. This is a mini hands-on lab which you can perform. So what you need to do, similar thing which we did, like you need to create a directory, recursive directory using mkdir. You can create empty file using touch command, and then use the echo command with redirection to update some content on those files, and then use grep to extract errors, count lines using wc, copy these files or check the difference using diff command, move the files or rename these files. Yeah, get the logs or tail the logs from that log files, find or search the files using find command. Additionally, you can perform these sample exercises. Solution is already provided here. Once that is done, just mark this completion checklist on wherever you are keeping the progress for this series. The summary of all the commands are present at the bottom, so you can also refer this cheat sheet, and interview questions are available here at the end. Okay, so that is all I wanted to cover. So for the next day, day 6, we are going to see advanced command like awk, SCD, and maybe we'll also check out a few additional options for grep command as well. We are going to deep dive into redirection, pipelines, and grep mastery, and text processing using AWK, SCD, and automation patterns. I hope you are enjoying this series. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and more than that, share this with your friends. Share your progress over the LinkedIn, or document this entire journey somewhere on GitHub, Medium blog, or LinkedIn, so that you will get attention of recruiters and hiring manager. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.